Excellent. So welcome. Thank you for those who are joining me today for Yoga for Rest. This is a 30-minute class. We are going to start today standing. So just take a look around and make sure that you have a blanket available to you. Make sure you have a block available to you or something to help bring the floor closer to you as we practice. So let's have everybody go ahead and stand up at either end of their mat. Instead of in the middle of your mat, we're going to start on the end. So before we get started, just check in with your toes. Connect all 10 toes with the floor. And then start looking at the length of your spine. Let the back of your neck help the crown of your head reach towards the ceiling. And then begin to notice the full length of your spine, but let the grounding of your feet help to lengthen your spine as the crown of your head reaches towards the ceiling. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. We'll take another inhale. And with your exhale, imagine that you can exhale all the air out of your lungs. Good. And with your next inhale, let's let our arms rise up. Let your fingertips reach towards the ceiling. Let your ribs shift over your hips. Draw your belly button gently towards your spine behind you. And then let's gently tip towards the right side. Inhale back to the middle. And with your exhale, tip to the left side. Good, and again, inhale back to the middle and slowly exhale your hands down. Nice. We're gonna step our left foot out to the side towards the middle of our mat. And again, we're gonna inhale our hands up, filling your lungs. And then here comes a deep squat. So you can let your toes turn out if that's more comfortable for you. And here's an exhale, letting your knees bend, your hips sit down, and your elbows bend, pulling your scapula on your back. Noticing the strength of your core as you exhale and draw your belly button towards your spine. And then inhale, coming back up to stand. Let your gaze look up towards your fingertips. And again, we're gonna exhale, lower down into that squat. Elbows go nice and wide. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine as your hips sink down. Good. Inhale, bring yourselves back up to stand. And then exhale your hands down. Nice. All right, so turn your right foot in towards the middle. Turn your left foot towards the end of your other end of your mat. Inhale, hands come up. Good. And then exhale, hands go down. You can let your hand rest on your knee or on your shin, or if it makes sense, you can slide it down towards the floor to a triangle. Your right hand is reaching towards the ceiling with a great big inhale. Exhale, let that right hand come down. Good. So you should feel a great big stretch in the back side of your left leg. And here comes another inhale, and bring that hand back up towards the ceiling. You can let your chin reach towards the ceiling. And then exhale, let that hand come down. And as you continue to let that hand come down, you can let your right knee come down, untuck your toe on your right leg, and sit your hips down. Here comes our inhale. Inhale, hands come up. And here as we exhale, pulling our belly button towards our spine and our ribs sink down towards our left thigh. Good, full, complete exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower your hands down. And now take your left hand to the inside of your left foot and see, it doesn't need to be graceful about turning your left toes towards the side of your mat and turn your right toes towards the ceiling. Inhale deeply, And then exhale, sink your chest, your belly button toward your left thigh. Good. Inhale, let your spine lengthen, the underside of your right leg lengthen. Good. And then exhale, we're gonna shift ourselves over towards the right side for a deep, low squat or low lunge. And then inhale, turn that toe up. Good. Lengthening your hamstring now on the left side. Good. Exhale, let yourself sink a little bit more. And then inhale, rise up. And then we're going to turn ourselves so that we are in that low lunge now, pointing to the other side of our mat. Letting ourselves sink deeply, letting your left knee rest on the ground here, sink deeply. And here comes a nice inhale. As we inhale, our lungs fill, our balloon float up towards the ceiling. And then as we exhale, our belly button draws towards our spine and we lower down. Good. Inhale again, arms come up. Sink that right foot into the floor. Feel the fullness of your right foot pushing through the floor. And exhale, lower down. Good. We'll tuck this right foot under. Again, this doesn't need to be pretty. It's all right if it's a messy thing as we shift back into that triangle. This might be where you want to use a block or a pillow to bring the floor closer towards you. So here's that triangle pose with our exhale. And then as we inhale, we take that left arm up. Exhale, let that left hand come down. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Inhale, take that left hand up. And then let it help you come all the way, don't fall over like me, all the way up to stand. Good. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, bring yourself into that deep squat. Inhale, bring yourselves up. Good. Exhale, lower down again. Nicely done. Inhale, bring yourselves all the way up to stand. And then exhale, step your legs together. Bring your hands all the way down. Inhale, come on all the way up. Good. And then tip over to the left side with your exhale. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, tip to the right side. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, hands down. And let's gently slide our fingertips down toward the floor. Let your knees gently bend. Let your head gently hang towards the floor. And then inhale, come up slowly. And then exhale, bring yourselves all the way down onto your hands and your knees. Taking a moment here to rock slowly from side to side, wagging your hips from side to side, your shoulders, your head, just finding the little spots in your body and your hips and your side body that need just a little extra attention from the way you sit in your chair during the day, or how you walk or how you do your exercises. And then let's take a moment here and concentrate on the exhale back and bringing your ribs toward your thighs. We're gonna keep our chin up, our chest up, but our ribs and our thighs are moving towards one another. Then inhale, bring yourselves forward. And exhale, ribs towards your thighs. Lengthen your tailbone back behind you. Lengthen that tailbone back behind you, letting yourself sit back. Inhale back forward. And now we're going to take a down dog instead of a child's pose. So tuck your toes under and exhale to a down dog. Good. Inhale to all fours. Good, and tuck those toes under. Exhale to a down dog. Good. Inhale to all fours. And then with care, we're gonna walk our hands forward on our mat to bring ourselves into a kneeling plank. And then slowly exhale and lower your chest to the floor. Good, taking some time here to rest your forehead on the floor or your cheek on the floor, whatever is more comfortable for you. So that you can hear me, I'm turning my head to the side and just gently, I don't know if you can see me, gently rocking my hips from side to side, just helping your low back relax. And then one leg at a time, extend your feet as far away from you as you can, reaching your feet towards the ends of the mat. Nice. Good. All right. And then let's take our elbows and place them underneath our shoulders. So we're in a cobra pose, and we're going to turn our palms flat to the floor. Inhale and let your gaze look up toward the front of your room or whatever's in front of you. And just gently turn your head to the left shoulder. Inhale back to the middle. And gently turn your chin to the right shoulder. And then back to the middle. And then exhale, slowly bring your chest, your ribs, your belly, your thighs, all the way to the floor. And once again, we're going to take a moment here, rock your hips from side to side, and 1 foot at a time, you're going to extend those feet as far away from you as you can, letting the wholeness of your chest settle down into the floor. Inhale deeply, and then exhale completely. Imagine with your exhale, you can let the wholeness of your chest and your thighs and your feet sink more deeply into the floor. Good, and then once again, we're gonna bring our elbows underneath our shoulders. And this time we're gonna inhale and let our gaze look gently towards the ceiling. And then exhale and bring your chin gently towards your chest. This is just a gentle lengthening of the back of your neck. And then with your next inhale, let your chin rise. And again, with your exhale, let the wholeness of your body settle down into the floor. Maybe this time letting your left cheek settle into the mat, letting your hips gently rock from side to side. Good. And now that we have ourselves on our bellies, we're going to flip ourselves over onto our back sides. So move with care and slowly lower yourself onto your back body. And we're going to take a few moments here to just let the wholeness of your body relax into the floor. Reach your arms out into a T. Make sure you can feel the back sides of your arms settling into the floor, the back sides of your hands settling into the floor. You can sense the back of your head feeling rested in the floor beneath you, your hips rested into the floor beneath you, and your heels. And again, let's pay attention to our breath. Inhale deeply and sense your belly expand, and then sense your ribs expand. And then with your exhale, let the wholeness of the air in your lungs expel out of your lungs, and let the wholeness of your torso get nice and narrow. Inhale, fill your belly. Inhale, fill your ribs. And then exhale completely, letting your torso narrow. And repeat. Inhale, big full belly. Inhale, big full ribs. Exhale, long, slow, narrow torso. Nice. All right, let's bring the soles of our feet flat to the floor. And let's inhale our arms up and over our heads. And then exhale, bring your hands down and bring your knees into your chest. So we're going to give our shins a nice, gentle hug. And as you inhale, let your knees move away from you and let your inhale take your hands up and over your head. And then again, with your exhale, bring your thighs into your chest. Pull your thighs into your chest with your hands. And then inhale, send your thighs away and your arms up and over your head. Good. Continue that pattern here as you bring your ribs and your thighs together, bringing your arms and your thighs towards your chest, and then inhaling and sending those arms up and over your head. Good. Move at your own pace, paying attention to your breathing. And then inhale, take those arms all the way up and over your head. And then with your next exhale, just bring your right knee into your chest and give a nice gentle hug. Inhale your arms up and over your head, send your right knee away. And then we'll do the same thing with the left side. Bring that left knee in with your exhale. And inhale, send your arms up and over your head. And then again, right knee into your chest. And inhale, arms up and over your head. Exhale, left knee into your chest. Inhale, arms up and over your head. Good. With your next exhale, bring your hands down to your sides and just connect the wholeness of your feet pushing through the floor. And let the wholeness of your hands settle into the floor and the wholeness of your arms settle into the floor. And then as you inhale, slide your hands back out into a T. And let's walk our feet out so that they're the full width of the mat. And then with care, we're just going to gently rock our knees from side to side like windshield wipers. Tick-tock. And as your knees fall gently from side to side, you can increase the twist by letting your chin look over the opposite shoulder. Inhale back to the middle, and then exhale, looking over the other shoulder. So as my knees come towards the middle, I inhale. And as my knees move towards the left, I exhale with my chin going towards the right. Inhale. Exhale into a twist. Inhale. And exhale into a twist. If there's one side that needs a little more attention, take your time and stay there. Or if it feels good to move slowly, constantly, keep that energy moving with your breath. Exhaling to the side, inhaling to the middle. Good. Next time you land on your left side, take your time, you don't need to rush. We're going to take our left foot and drape it over our right knee. So we'll increase that twist, increase that stretch from the tip of your knee to the top of your shoulder on your right side. So there's a great big stretch through your whole right side body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Good. Slowly release that left foot back on the floor and inhale, take your knees back towards the middle. Now we'll do the same thing to the other side. So let your knees fall over towards the right side and let your gaze look over the left side. Taking your right foot, draping it over your left knee, increasing that stretch from the tip of your knee to the top of your shoulder, softening your belly button towards your spine behind you, and just appreciating this, the length between the tip of your knee and the top of your shoulder. Good. Release that foot back to the floor as you feel ready. And then with your next inhale, point your knees back towards the ceiling. And then with your next exhale, bring that right knee into your chest. Give that right knee a nice gentle hug. And then with your inhale, reach that right foot towards the ceiling, opening up your hamstring with that right heel reaching towards the ceiling. And then with your next exhale, pull that thigh in towards your chest. And inhale, reach your foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee into your chest. Inhale, reach your heel toward the ceiling. Good, last one. Exhale, pull that knee into your chest. And then gently let that foot go right back down towards the floor. And then just check in. Notice how your right leg feels in comparison to your left leg. How your hip may feel a little more settled into the floor on the right side. And let's go through the same thing on the left side. So with your exhale, pull that left knee in towards your chest. And as you inhale, let that leg straighten. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It's just reaching that heel towards the ceiling. And then here comes your exhale. Pull that knee in towards your chest. And then inhale, straighten. Good. Continue on connecting your breath with your movement. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more here. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Gently draw that knee into your chest. And then bring your right knee in towards your chest and just take a moment here to stay. Stay and notice with each exhale, bringing your thighs a little bit closer towards your ribs. And everybody's body looks different, so just appreciate this body that you're in and the stretching and the breathing that you feel in your own body. Good. So carefully release your feet back down towards the floor. And let's now turn our palms up towards the ceiling as we let our knees go nice and wide and the soles of our feet rest together. So taking some time here to lengthen the distance between the tops of our hips and the tips of our knees. With each inhale, feel your ribs expand, your lungs fill, and with each exhale, sense your groin soften and your knees get a little bit closer towards the floor, letting your legs surrender to the weight of gravity. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Again, just letting the wholeness of your torso, the weight of gravity, settle slowly in towards the floor. Take 2 more complete inhales and exhales. And at the end of your next exhale, extend your feet one at a time to the ends of your mat. And then gently turn your toes out and gently move your heels out to the side so they're closer to the either corner of your mat. Good. And then let's pay attention to the weight and the length of our bodies. Notice the back of your head settling into the floor beneath you. And inhale your right arm up and over your head. As your right arm reaches, I want you to sense your left right foot, excuse me. Right hand and right foot extend away from one another. And then with your exhale, you can let both knee and elbow bend. And then as you inhale, extend your heel and your fingertips away from each other, lengthening your torso, lengthening your arm, lengthening your leg. And then exhale with a gentle bend in your elbow and your knee. And then one last time. Inhale, extend that heel and your fingertips as far away from each other as you can. And then exhale, just your elbow bends and rests in a sort of gentle goalpost position. Now we'll do the same thing with the left side. So with your inhale, reach your left hand up and over your head and extend your left heel as far away from you as you can, lengthening the wholeness of your side body on the left side. And then with your exhale, bend your elbow, bend your knee, bring them towards one another. And then inhale, extend away, extend that heel as far away from your left fingertips as you can. And then with your exhale, elbow and knee come towards one another. And then inhale, reach those fingertips and heel as far away from each other as you can. And then leave your heel where it is. And exhale, bring your elbow into that goalpost position. And check in, sense where your scapula are on your back. And find a comfortable position for your arms, letting the wholeness of your hands and your arms settle into the floor beneath you. Noticing your head resting into the floor and your jaw softening. Notice the length of your spine as your ribs expand with your inhale. And then with your exhale, notice the length of your legs. Make any last gentle adjustments so that you feel like you're not scrunched up anywhere, but instead resting with great length in your spine, length in your legs, length in your arms, and then softness throughout your body. Imagine the wholeness of your body melting into the floor beneath you. Inhale completely and exhale completely. Taking your time now to just let the wholeness of your body feel supported by the mat beneath you. Helping yourself again to connect to the rise and fall of your belly with each breath. Noticing the weight of your head, the weight of your shoulders, the weight of your hands and your hips, the softness in your knees, and the connection of your heels with the floor. Stay here now and just let the wholeness of your body rest. You're welcome to take this time here and maybe grab a blanket and gently pull it over yourself and prepare yourself for rest. Maybe take a meditative 3 minutes here or 30 minutes, whatever you have available to you, and just stay. Or maybe begin to bring your attention back to all the places where your body is connecting with the floor. Appreciating the fullness of your breath and the support that you feel. And then if you are preparing to transition back towards movement, gently draw your knees into your chest, taking a moment or two to rock gently from side to side, massaging the full length of your spine. And as you're ready to transition, you can tip yourselves over and bring yourselves to a seated position. Bring your palms to your heart center and your chin to your chest. Thank you for joining me in this yoga for rest practice. Namaste.